NBA action for you. Thanks for joining us. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. The top storyline, Tariq Evans, injured. He will not be suiting up.
Yeah, and since last game, when we saw him leave with that injury, the news appears to have gone from bad to worse. I mean, they're going to have to make do without this young man for a long time.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kyrie Irving is excited to leave Cleveland for a bigger role in Boston. He said, challenges are what makes us most human. Conquering fear of failure, showing people you're the best, and that you've prepared for this moment. Those are the things that interest me. Kevin?
Yeah, he's wired differently, D.A. Thank you. Well, we have two loaded backcourts here tonight, Clark. It should be a very intriguing matchup.
You know, Kevin, in years past, it used to be the small forwards were your dominant scorers in the league, and that's still pretty prevalent, but in this day and age, boy, I tell you, the point guard play, not only are those point guards able to assist and set people up and lead their teams, but a lot of them are high-octane scorers as well. A lot of fun to watch.
Make a lot of things happen on both ends of the floor.
No doubt.
And the Pacers start off with the ball. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Filling out the wings, it's Brown and Hayward. Jayson Tatum is out there with Horford, and it's Irving at the point guard position. So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. Tatum at the elbow. It's Brown on the wing. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Yeah, I like how Tatum surveys the floor. Great at looking for his teammates, especially when they're open.
Here's Collison. Here's Oladipo. He can't get that one. Good D by Irving. From the stripe, Horford no luck. For Indiana, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Oladipo kicks to O'Quinn. Pass to Collison. Sabonis' screen on Hayward. Back to Collison. Just 5 on the clock. Over Irving. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
That one goes in.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
Now, here's Sabonis. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Bulls in Chicago.
They're cold so far, only 1 for 5 to begin this one.
Now, here's Collison. Sabonis' screen on Irving. Outside, Bogdanovich. Screen by Sabonis. And there's the feed to O'Quinn. And stolen by Horford. Outside, Tatum. Drills the three-pointer. Tatum's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You know, once he works on a consistent 3-ball and puts that in his toolkit, I think he'll be hard to guard. I like the fact that he's trying to expand his game.
And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
Back to Irving. Offensive rebound. Horford. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Horford's got his first points in this one.
Top-notch post game is just one of the ways Horford helps his team. One of the more important ways, though, is because he's a tough matchup down low.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana.
And if there was ever a guy who was more than what his stats say, it's Al Horford. Won't have nights where he drops 50 or carries a team with his shot blocking, but you ask anyone he's played with and they'll tell you he is a perfect teammate.
Oladipo for 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Defense is right where it should be, but Oladipo is more than up to the challenge, showing off that strong jump shot of his.
Irving kicks to Hayward. The screen from Brown. Fade away. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Hayward against Bogdanovich. He dishes it to Oladipo. Here's O'Quinn. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. The pass to Tatum. And there's Horford. That's good on the assist by Tatum. Horford's got 6.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Collison kicks to Bogdanovich. Sabonis inside. Guarded by Tatum. Sabonis with the bucket.
Yeah, I like Sabonis' game inside because he's confident and skilled.
Boston leading by 4. Outside Tatum. Picked by Horford. Shot on the wing. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Well executed. Great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Agree with you there, partner, because that screen really freed him up nicely, and that's a shot that if you're a pro, you need to make that one.
And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around and get him a good look.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play, sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now here's Sabonis. And Tatum pulls it down. Here's Brown. It doesn't go for him. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And anytime you come off the bench, you know your role. And that night, it was about scoring.
Well, Greg, and I think it complements the starters when you can have such firepower coming off the bench.
Here is Hayward following the score by Indiana.
That's a good shot. Even though it couldn't find the bottom of the bucket, I like the shot quality.
Collison, the pass to O'Quinn. And Oladipo kicks to O'Quinn. And it's sent back by Horford.
He's not shooting a high percentage right now, and part of the reason could be that his shot quality is poor, and he's just got to be a little smarter about his shots.
Now here's Oladipo. After Gordon Hayward's miss, here's Bogdanovich. Misses the 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Some changes for Indiana. Young comes in for Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Joseph in for Darren Collison. Irving for 3. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Pacers trail by 4. Down low. Got a piece of it. Horford kicks to Hayward. Foul on the play. Basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Free throw drops for Hayward. In NBA history, only a handful of rookies have averaged 20 points and 10 rebounds. And Clark, you were one of them.
Yeah, it's a point of pride for me. Obviously wasn't able to be part of a playoff team in the short time I played, but did distinguish myself individually for the short time I played. And that's fairly select company when you talk 2010 guys as rookies. And that's a pretty impressive list to be on. Actually, one of my peers, Terry Cummins, is also part of that first-year 2010 group.
You talk about names: Wilt Chamberlain, Lou Alcindor, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Hakeem, Tim Duncan, Bird, Shaq. I mean, what great names.
Yeah, some phenomenal names, no doubt about it. Glad to be on that roll call list.
Now here's Bogdanovich, and he really did play well against Chicago in that last game. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. And for his whole career, Thaddeus Young has been a player not afraid, Greg, of attacking defenders head on.
Young has such a great first burst of speed. He really is a handful to deal with. Gets a lot of transition buckets that way, and in the half court can set up teammates by creating space. In the latter part of his career, I think he's taken on more of a vocal leadership role as well.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses.
And, you know, the Pacers were one of the better teams in the East last year. Many wondered just how or why the Pacers were so good. I think you point to the chemistry this team has as something that you can't deny, along with having a star that endeared himself to his teammates in Oladipo.
Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And he ends up missing both free throws. And along with the chemistry the Pacers enjoy, another strength, Clark, is their guard play.
Well, Kevin, they've got a number of guards that can initiate the offense, and they all do it fairly efficiently. Don't turn it over much, and they all can shoot it and drive it. So that group of guards is really a strong part of this team.
Horford, no luck.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink. That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Now here's Hayward. He's coming off a 13-point game against Milwaukee. Pass to McDermott. And that one hits back iron. Hayward with the ball. Now defended by Oladipo. Tatum's shot is off. Pacers trail by 4. And here's McDermott. Floats one up. And Oladipo with the lay-in. Good. Oladipo's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, the floater is one of the most beautiful shots in the game, and when used correctly, Victor Oladipo showing you he's got that shot down pat.
He used that pick to perfection.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I mean, not a lot of effort put forth on defense there. I mean, I think he's definitely got to play up on him more and off the screen in that situation.
And here's McDermott following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. 6 to shoot. Sabonis sets the pick for Young. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Young's got a couple of threes now in the first for Indiana. Irving dishes to Horford. Tatum with it. And Young picks him up defensively. On its way from Hayward for 2. And that one's on target from the wing. Hayward's got 5.
Nice to see how easy he takes over games. Makes it look elementary. I mean, that's why they feed him the rock so much.
Young, a screen on Brown. Oladipo against Brown. Oladipo, the pass to Sabonis. It's hauled in by Brown. Celtics leading by 4. In the corner, it's Hayward. A three-pointer off the mark. Indiana's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter. Doing well from long range. Took him no time at all on that one. 9 points in the game so far.
You could just see Young there keeping his head up and staying aware of what was in front of him. And as a result, he got the assist.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And Nate McMillan, a coach with multiple stops in his career, had good success last season with the Pacers.
And, you know, to some that was a surprise, but McMillan does a lot of things well as a coach. He communicates well. He demands accountability. And his teams typically play a smart brand of basketball. And actually, it's a reflection of how Nate was as a player.
And that one falls for Tatum. We know star power is critical, Clark, but when you look at the great bench players, what distinguishes them in your estimation?
A couple of things, Kevin, when you talk about outstanding role players. One is not only do they accept their role, they embrace it. They thrive in it. They really relish it. It could be impacting the game defensively or impacting it with energy and offensive rebound. Sometimes it's a designated scorer who comes off the bench to just inject offense. Lou Williams as a sixth man.
Sure.
Vinnie Johnson when he was with the Pistons. I mean, there are a number of guys. John Havlicek, his great Hall of Fame career was pretty much started as a sixth man. So Kevin McHale and so forth. You can go down the list, but they impact the outcome with some aspect or aspects of their game, which is awesome to see.
And look at the focus. I mean, Tatum's not going to allow the defense to overwhelm him. Simply keeping his eyes on the bucket there and cashing in down low.
Now here's McDermott. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And there's 1:45 left to play in the first quarter. The kick out to Rozier. With the teardrop, and he lays it up and in. Rozier's got his first points of the game.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater. And really one of the best assets of Sabonis is his mind for the game. Very aware on the offensive end, knows how to create chances, and just plays the game with his mind as much as his athleticism.
Two shots.
And he makes the first. And for Sabonis, we all know his father was one of the best when it came to seeing the floor, Greg. As a big man, his passing game was terrific.
And skills like that go a long way in the NBA. Sabonis does all the little things that free up shots for himself and his teammates. Is starting to play with more aggression, and this is a guy that can be an all-star.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Domantas Sabonis, so versatile, brings so much to his position. He scores, he passes, rebounds, and defends at a high level.
Now, here's Rozier. Last time out, he had 14 points. Here's Smart. It's rebounded by Indiana. Sabonis inside. Rozier defending. Got that one up quick.
An accurate shooter off the pass. McDermott feels comfortable firing as soon as he catches it.
Rozier with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Down low, here's Baines. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Joseph against Smart. There's the pick. Passes it to Leaf. And it's Joseph in the corner. Screen by Sabonis. Off target with his three. Celtics leading by 5. And the wide open shot from Morris. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Morris has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And a guy with more of a mid-range game. Morris can still jack it up from deep if you give him enough space and time.
And Joseph kicks to Sabonis. That shot off. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Celtics lead by 8. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. One of the league's best point guards, Kyrie Irving, had this to say about his competition.
2011, I came into a league where the point guard position was still being revolutionized, and now guys are solidifying that spot every single year. There are young guys coming in, but now we have established point guards that are franchise-changing point guards. And for me, having that competitive drive every single game, I know I'm going against an elite point guard every single game. So I think that now coming into the league, it's a lot different than it was before.
Some say, Greg, a golden age at the point guard position.
Yeah, and Irving right there with the best of them. He embraces the challenge.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
Yeah, outworking them right now, plain and simple. I mean, they've been terrific in the open floor.
We've got Doug McDermott, Kyle O'Quinn out there with Leaf. Then it's Corey Joseph. And it's Holiday in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. That's good from Rozier. And Clark, with the full bulk of the NBA season still ahead of us, what can players do to prepare themselves physically and mentally for this long season?
I think you've got to try to find ways and mechanisms to stay fresh. Obviously, you've got to do your work in the gym and in the weight room, but also in your rest and recovery. I think you just got to be diligent and consistent, and then find pockets where you can get away and refresh your mind and your body. Right. Because you can't come out of the gate like it's the postseason. There's a pace and rhythm to the regular season that you have to learn how to manage.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Al Horford is a multiple all-star. And if you count his stats, you miss what he brings to the table. When you factor in his passing, his defense, his efficiency, he does all the things that help you win. Coach Brad Stevens said, Al Horford averaging 15 points a game for you is like other guys averaging 27. Devin?
The definition of a pro. Terrific guy. Thank you, D.A.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Buries it from three-point range. Rozier's got his second bucket tonight.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Pick by O'Quinn. Smart against Joseph. Pick by O'Quinn. Lets a floater go. Baines with the block. They recover it, and the shot goes in. Celtics leading by 6. Smart with the ball. He had 10 points in the win against Milwaukee. Here's Morris. Rebounded by McDermott. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Baines. That is his first foul of the game. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for the Pacers. Collison comes in for Corey Joseph. Indiana's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Collison, the pass to O'Quinn. Here's Bogdanovich, and he's good on the 3-ball. Bogdanovich has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Rozier with the ball, and Holiday picks him up defensively. There's the pick. Feeds to Smart. Over Collison. Rebounded by Collison. Pacers trail by 3. Holiday left side. And O'Quinn kicks to Collison. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Daniel Tice. That's his first foul. Stolen by Smart.
Clever, crafty defense. He saw that pass coming before it was even made.
And now a look at Boston's upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Thursday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
And for that matchup with the Blazers, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
That's good from Rozier. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And Bogdanovich, a player who has bounced around the last few seasons.
Yeah, you know what? He's a guy that spaces the floor nicely, Kevin, and he's got a toughness to him that I think was undervalued and underappreciated across the league. He can make shots off the catch and shoot or coming off screens, and he also showed himself to be a better defender than people thought he was.
And, oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. From the wing, that one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Holiday.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Here's Tice, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Here's Smart. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Just cannot find the rhythm. Still yet to hit a shot this quarter.
Here's Holiday. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Boston's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And Tice gets it to go.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
To Leaf. And that'll be Indiana as it goes out of bounds. Pacers retain possession.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Yeah, refusing to give up anything easy. Solid defense, and I like that attitude.
Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Indiana. Celtics also with a sub. Hayward's checked in. Young with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
The size and the focus, that's the big thing to finish it over the defense. Bogdanovich showing exactly what he can do.
Up again, and it's O'Quinn with the rebound. Indiana's gone to 3-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Bogdanovich, no luck. The Celtics with the lead. Smart passes to Rozier. Over Holiday, and it's Rozier missing. For Indiana, they've gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Shots good from Young.
You really have to respect the mid-range game of Young. I mean, he hits it just enough to keep you honest.
Boston's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Rozier kicks to Hayward. They set the pick. Rozier against Holiday. Banked in off the glass. Rozier's got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, he's building off that strong first quarter, Kevin. Rising up and hitting shots with confidence.
Hayward against Bogdanovich. Over Hayward. And again, it's Indiana converting.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Now, here's Rozier. He's got 9. Nice ball movement by Boston. Shot clock at 5. Smart passes to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
And the thing about Morris, doesn't have the big vertical, but tenacious once he gets around the rim.
Picked by O'Quinn. And Holiday kicks to O'Quinn. The dish to Collison. And stolen by Hayward. And here comes Hayward, leading the fast break. Here's Rozier. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Now it's a 4-point Boston lead.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Now here is Holiday. 6 to shoot. Fires for 3. Gordon Hayward comes up with the rebound.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding.
Agreed. I mean, when the defense is right there, you've got to move the ball, make the extra pass. That's a case of a poor shot selection.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And the first one drops. And some changes here for the Celtics. Jayson Tatum, he's checked in for Morris. Jaylen Brown comes in for Smart. And Irving subbed in for Rozier. Good on both. Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against the Bucks. Collison, the pass to Sabonis. He kicks it to Oladipo. Young, right side. Clock at 6. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on Jaylen Brown.
And that's what makes Young so dangerous, in my opinion. I mean, his ability to cut in off the bounce and finish through contact, that puts a lot of pressure on the defense. And, you know, Thaddeus Young, the veteran forward out of Georgia Tech, over a decade of service in the NBA, and he's still one of the more dependable scorers you'll find in terms of over the course of a season.
Boston making a switch here. Horford's checked in.
One shot.
That free throw good from Young. And for Young, a veteran, as you mentioned, Clark, still one of the more athletic players in the league.
Yeah, he really is. Very impressive how long Thaddeus has been as consistent as he's been. Does a nice job running the floor. Really good in shot selection. And has become a more vocal leader as he is one of the older guys in the league now.
Bogdanovich wide open. A three-pointer is right on target. Bogdanovich has got it all tied up now for Indiana. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Brown sends a screen for Horford. Back to Irving. It's stolen by Oladipo. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Jayson Tatum.
And while Young is serviceable at the line, not terrible, there's still a lot of room for improvement.
The Pacers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Two shots.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Joseph, he's checked in for Darren Collison. And he makes both free throws.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Now here's Tatum. 20 points for him last game against Milwaukee. Brown, good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Sabonis. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touched by Sabonis.
And a moment here to check out the numbers for Sabonis. A very nice season for him last year. Averaged about 11 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
Horford sets a screen for Tatum. And on the way from Irving for 3. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Young, hits the jump hook. Young's got the lead up to 2 now for the Pacers.
They're up right now because he's been dominant on offense, and man, I like seeing him catch fire like this.
Horford kicks to Irving. Pass to Hayward. Horford with the screen on Bogdanovich. Hayward goes in, and Hayward at the stuff.
And as a wing player, Hayward's just so good at attacking the basket. I think that's a big part of what makes him special. Doesn't take much of an opening for Hayward to make his move.
Sabonis with the steal. Oladipo, the pass to Joseph. Now Sabonis, covered by Irving. Joseph, that's good. Joseph's got 4 points this quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Horford in the post. Sabonis is there. No good, and he's 3 of 6 from the floor. Young dishes to Joseph. And Young kicks to Oladipo. No good. Shot missing. Good work defensively by Horford. Here's Tatum. Misses off the left iron.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Pacers.
I'll tell you one thing. They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the first half.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And the first one at the line is good. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for the Pacers. Both good from the line that time.
And he's been much more aggressive here in the second quarter. He's getting to the line a lot more than he did in the first.
Tatum with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Tipped away. It's stolen by Oladipo. Shoots it up. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game. And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Joseph, the pass to Oladipo. He feeds it to Young. And stolen by Hayward. And there's the pass to Horford. And the dunk by Horford.
Boy, Brown not just a super athlete, folks, but he's got excellent skills as well. A tremendous floor general.
Pass to Oladipo. Kicks to Joseph. Down low. And Young slams it home.
And you know what? When it comes to alley-oop, you are better at finishing than Thaddeus Young.
Celtics trail by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Irving, good.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I mean, not a lot of effort put forth on defense there. I mean, I think he's definitely got to play up on him more and off the screen in that situation. Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kyrie, they got themselves going in the second quarter. How do you get control of the game back?
It starts with not getting the ball out of the net. We got to get stops, and it starts in that end. That's where it's really going to start for us. And we just got to continue to compete. That's all.
Kyrie, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. One half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Thaddeus Young has been the story in this one. He ended up with 22 points, 2 assists, and 5 rebounds. His last game out, he was just not himself. But tonight, he has rounded right back into form with a very solid first half. And Kenny, what'd you think about what we saw from Indiana?
Well, their success was largely about second chance points. They crashed the offensive boards heavy in the first half. I love how they fight for every 50-50 ball like it's the last ball on earth.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Celtics?
I think it was their passing that's kept them in the game. You can see it in their assist numbers. They were very, very unselfish. The ball moving from side to side, guys making good cuts. It's enabled them to create a lot of chances. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. One guy who's getting it done is Thaddeus Young.
Yeah, he's really been catching the defense off guard so far here in this game, racking up a bunch of trips to the line.
Yeah, and you know what? I like the fact that he's staying in aggressive attack mode. I mean, forcing the issue, making the defense foul.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. On the court right now for the Celtics. Irving at point with Brown to his side. There at the backcourt. Hayward out there with Tatum. And it's Horford in at the pivot spot manning the middle.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Screen by Sabonis. Here's Bogdanovich. They shoot again.
Got to find a way to energize themselves, get going. 0 for 3. They're looking for their rhythm right now.
And it's Brown missing. Indiana's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Oh, I love how unselfish Oladipo is. Great at getting his teammates involved in on-time, on-target passes.
Here's Irving. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Irving's got 10 points in the game. The Pacers have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. And O'Quinn kicks to Sabonis. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. The Pacers in 5th.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. That one drops for him. He's got 7.
Excellent at using screens to score the ball. Oladipo is dangerous because he's crafty in coming off those screens.
And for the most part, when Bogdanovich is out on the floor, he's there to do one thing, shoot.
And I tell you what, when you can shoot like that, that's all you need to do. Great catch-and-shoot player who can stretch the defense. You cannot leave him alone, and really his presence frees up so much for his teammates on the floor.
And here's O'Quinn following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Picked by O'Quinn. Here's Collison. Rebound Boston. Horford's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Brown against Oladipo. Shoots a fader. It's rebounded by Indiana. O'Quinn's got 6 rebounds in the game. And the call will be against Al Horford. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And stolen by Horford. Tatum wide open. He fires one. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Horford's got 3 assists tonight. Pacers trail by 3. Screen by Sabonis. Collison kicks to Sabonis. Oladipo. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Oladipo's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, he's proven to be more than just a jump shooter now. Oladipo also has the touch needed to score inside.
Here's Irving. Tips it up, and Hayward is right there. Hayward's got 9.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
The 19-foot shot, and no good, trying to use the glass.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Drills the three-pointer.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last timeout.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And, you know, Greg, they were sinking shots left and right, and that's got to be demoralizing for the defense. They were in a real zone.
The Pacers making a change here. Leafs checked in. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Horford. Marcus Morris comes in for Gordon Hayward. Smart's checked in for Brown. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Now here's Smart. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Shot clock at 6. And it's Baines missing.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
You know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
And how about the consistency from range tonight? Really impressive.
Yeah, you know what? The defense can't keep giving him these looks. I mean, he looks really comfortable shooting from these spots on the floor.
He used that pick just right. Rozier's got 13 points.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Collison, the pass to O'Quinn. Picked by O'Quinn. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off.
Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. 18 points for him. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And the Pacers with possession here. Oladipo for 3. No good that time. And the Celtics going the other way now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And, you know, if you throw it up, Tatum will go get it now. He's a really good athlete. You can't let him roam free like that.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hammock. Now, here's Bogdanovich. Passes it to Leaf. It's Oladipo on the wing. There's a screen. There's the triple. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Tatum dishes to Smart. Over Oladipo. Nice D from Oladipo.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. Looked like he forced the shot.
Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. And it's Boston with another.
Timeout. Yeah, I tell you what, Tatum really good, Kevin, at getting out in transition and taking advantage of what the defense gives you.
Timeout called the Pacers. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
Exactly. They split the series, Greg. 2 elite teams and conference foes renewing that rivalry tonight.
Al Horford's checked in for the Celtics.
A moment here to check out the numbers for Rozier. Last season's performance for him averaged about 11 points a game last season, 4 rebounds and 3 assists. And playing with the reserves, he might not get the minutes he'd like, but you sense that hunger to improve.
Well, you know, he stated that he wants to improve, but until that actually happens, he'll continue to come off the bench.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Boston.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
And he knocks down the first one. He hits both from the stripe. Boston's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Smart kicks to Morris. There's a screen. Here's Tatum. The Pacers pull it in. Inside and stolen by Tatum. Morris against Young. Horford the pass to Smart. And the call will be against Thaddeus Young. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Joseph, he's checked in for the Pacers. Young against Tatum. Horford with the screen on Young. 5 on the clock. Here's Morris. Busted. No good that time either. Indiana's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Young inside. Guarded by Tatum.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
Tell you what, that's impressive strength there from Tatum. You got to respect that. Even when you try to wrap him up, he finds a way to score.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
One shot.
And that one falls for Tatum.
Well, you like the confidence of Tatum. I mean, he enjoys tackling any challenge in front of him. Doesn't shy away. A true leader as a young player. Impressive.
Here's Leaf. And Boston with the rebound. Horford's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Tatum. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 6 assists in the game.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
As well he should, Greg. I mean, he always is looking to score the ball, even more so when he's hot. I like the mindset.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
And no doubt that Marcus Smart is one of the better defenders at his position. Quick feet are complemented by that strong frame, and he just digs in and against would-be scorers and just never lets them get comfortable.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
Horford with the screen on Joseph. Rozier kicks to Horford. The rebound by Young. Young's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Greg was smart. When he's off the floor or injured, you notice just how it changes the team's defense.
Yeah, I mean, the defense overall just seems to have less bite, less edge, less toughness without Smart. And the way he plays, you feel like he is looking to make a play on defense rather than just trying to slow his man down.
great at taking charges and forcing turnovers. He is truly the catalyst of their defense.
Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Here's Leaf. No good that time. Good work defensively by Horford. To the paint, Tatum. The Pacers pull it in. Young's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Oladipo for 3. The shot missing. And the Celtics going the other way now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Horford kicks to Rozier. Now Morris. He's got 5. Celtics passing it around. And it's Rozier missing.
That's good offense. The shot didn't go down, but they'll live with that.
Down low. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. 6 points for Joseph.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Leaf. Then for the Celtics, Gordon Hayward's checked in for Marcus Morris. Brown comes in for Marcus Smart. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Terry Rozier. Now here's Tatum. 19 points in the game. Dishes it to Irving. He kicks to Brown. Picked by Horford. Brown against Sabonis. Here's Horford, and the dunk by Horford. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Brown against Oladipo. Joseph, the pass to Young. Great D that time from Tatum.
I can't explain what happened there, Kevin. I mean, he had the layup. Looked like it was a simple play. Somehow the defense threw him off just enough to cause the miss.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Now here's Hayward. He's got 9. No good with the triple. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. To the inside, Sabonis. It's hauled in by Brown. Boston's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Pacers with the rebound. Here's Sabonis. He's got 8. It's stolen by Brown. Here's Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Celtics out in front, leading by a point. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. They've got Domantas Sabonis. Young out there with McDermott. Then it's Corey Joseph. And it's Oladipo in at the 2. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Tatum at the elbow. And Young comes over to help. Picked by Horford. Pass to Irving. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by McDermott.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Inside, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. 17-foot shot on the way. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Tatum. And too long on the shot. Young with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. It's stolen by Brown. Irving against Joseph. Horford sets a screen for Irving. And here's Brown outside. Good on the triple.
Timeout.
Brown's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Boston. Timeout called the Pacers. And Jaylen Brown was given quite the compliment on his game from Draymond Green, who felt, Greg, that Brown was good enough to be an all-star.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if I'd be fully on board with that assessment in terms of last year, but I do think he's well on his way to becoming an all-star. Offensive impact continues to grow each year, and he's shown a great knack on the defensive side as well. Terrific two-way player. The sky is the limit.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Young. Bogdanovich comes in for Doug McDermott. And it's Collison in for Joseph. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. He told them, look, guys, we're running out of time. If we're going to make a move, it's got to be now. Are you guys ready to make a move? They all nodded, and he said, then go take it. Kevin?
Such a wide-open look. Now it's a 7-point Celtic lead.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Oladipo outside. Screen by Sabonis. 6 to shoot. 18 feet out. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Irving for 3. He can't get it to go. Great D that time from Collison. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Nice look there from Bogdanovich, the shooter keeping an eye peeled and open for the open man.
Celtics leading by 3. Irving dishes to Horford. Here's Tatum. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
An athletic forward who dunks it with style, Kevin. He's showing off his dunking ability right there.
Screen by Sabonis. Collison kicks to Bogdanovich. They set the pick. Here's Sabonis. That one, no good. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo. And seeing Gordon Hayward out there, you have to be glad that he was able to recover the way he has from that devastating injury on opening night last season.
And I remember your call of the moment, Kevin. The whole NBA world just was shocked on that opening night. As bad as it looked, it seemed to be clean enough to where Hayward won't have any lasting issues with it. The rehab obviously wasn't easy, and I'm sure Hayward is just thankful that he's been able to come back completely from that injury.
Free throw good from Hayward.
You know, there's no question about it. Hayward is an exciting player and an athletic forward who can really, really score.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And Gordon Hayward is a player who's always found a way to add something to his game. Now he feels comfortable going at a defense either inside or out. Great strength when attacking the rim and can shrug off those defenders.
Now here's Collison. Back to O'Quinn over Horford. Here's Collison. Al Horford with the rebound. Horford's got rebound number 13 with that last one. The shot's good from Gordon Hayward. Pacers trail by 9. And Greg, you mentioned Hayward's strength. That and his ball fakes seem to be not as recognized as they should be.
Yeah, I think Hayward has one of the better pump fakes in our league. Great deception with inside-out dribbles to create space. And the things he does well aren't immediately apparent, but Hayward's terrific fundamentals are what make him a great scorer.
Here's Irving after Darren Collison's bucket. Now here's Sabonis. In the corner, Collison with it. Back to Oladipo. Some solid defense from Brown. Celtics leading by 7. Lets it go from the wing. Good D by Bogdanovich.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
And how about that floor awareness there from Tatum? It does a good job of scanning the court and getting the ball to the open man.
Collison against Irving. O'Quinn the pass to Bogdanovich. Sabonis' screen on Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Collison, no good.
I mean, his field goal percentage isn't good. He's not helping his team out there shooting this poorly.
Outside, Bogdanovich. And Tatum over to help. And it's Jayson Tatum with the foul. That will be foul number 5 on him. Boston making a switch here. Rozier's checked in. Collison kicks to O'Quinn. It's tipped, and so the ball is out of bounds. Rozier touched it last. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Indiana. They'll be playing against James Harden and the Houston Rockets. Then on Wednesday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And for the matchup with the Heat, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused. And since halftime, he just doesn't have a clue when it comes to shooting.
Here's Horford. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Pacers trail by 9. Left side, Collison. Oladipo, the pass to O'Quinn. Back to Oladipo. Shot clock at 6. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's foul number 2 for him. Ball's knocked loose. 6 on the shot clock. Screen by Sabonis.
I'll tell you what, the way he's been going this quarter, guys, they're going to need somebody else to pick up the slack.
Brown kicks to Hayward. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Sabonis, the pass to O'Quinn. Now Sabonis. Pick by O'Quinn. Outside Collison. Sabonis sets the pick for Collison. Drains the three-pointer.
One of the best snipers from beyond the arc. Love watching Collison get going from this area.
Hayward outside. And there's the foul, and Darren Collison picks it up. That's his first foul. Collison against Rozier, and the foul on Kyle O'Quinn. That's foul number 2 for him. Hayward on the wing. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Boston, no good that time either. Pacers trail by 6. Here's Sabonis. They get it back. The second effort. In deep, Collison drops it in.
$175, and that might be generous for DC. He says, I don't care. I'm attacking the defense no matter what size I am.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
You know, when you think of Darren Collison, I think of a smart point guard. He had 2 seasons playing understudy to Chris Paul in both New Orleans and L.A. Similar type of players who are very efficient and just gets the job done.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Jayson Tatum.
And he's had a very good night shooting the basketball. A little over 50% from the field, and a lot of those shots have come against some tight D. That shows the level of his focus and consistency.
So it's the Celtics now. And it's Rozier missing. And with Collison and Greg, how he plays, when he's off the floor, you notice.
I mean, things just run as smoothly when he's not at the helm. Finds that balance between creating for himself and others, selective with his shots, and truly a complete guard, even if he doesn't do a lot of those flashy things.
Brown wide open. He fires. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. And 11 points for Jaylen Brown. Collison kicks to O'Quinn. Collison dishes to Oladipo. And the Pacers another three.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Horford the pass to Tatum. Picked by Horford. No good off the back of the rim. Pacers trail by 3. Left side Collison. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Darren Collison played his college basketball at UCLA. Not a big name in the point guard world, but he is as reliable as they get. Excellent speed and quickness, double-digit scoring, and was the best three-point percentage shooter in the NBA last year.
First one falls for him. And with Collison, coaches just love him for the reasons you mentioned, Clark. Keeps an offense humming in all ways.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. I mean, he's cut down his turnovers over the last couple of seasons. His speed allows him to get into the open court, and he's really improved as a three-point shooter. All of those things help him run a team effectively. Even though he's not a big assist getter, he does help your offense run smoothly.
And that's an area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Tatum kicks to Rozier. Picked by Horford. Brown the pass to Rozier. In the corner. Tatum with it. Knocks down the 3-ball. Tatum's got 17 now, just in the second half.
He's so clutch, Kevin. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Sabonis' screen on Rozier. Bogdanovich against Hayward. Here's Sabonis. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. Sabonis has got 4 points in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
Yeah, as a former outstanding rebounder myself, I can certainly appreciate what this guy is doing. An extraordinary combination of talent and desire is what allows him to do what he's done today. Great performance.
To take the lead. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got his 7th assist here tonight. Hayward outside. Rozier up top. He's covered by Collison. Back to Hayward. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. O'Quinn's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. And Bogdanovich kicks to Collison. Oladipo outside. At the top of the key, O'Quinn. And stolen by Horford. And the dunk by Horford. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Brown against Oladipo. Oladipo draws the double. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And the Pacers with possession here. Boston's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Bogdanovich against Hayward. Can't connect from 13 feet out. The Pacers shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Here's Oladipo. It falls!
Now, that is cold-blooded.
Indeed it is. Love seeing him deliver when they need him most. No fear taking these shots. I love it.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're behind by 1. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Feet away, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that situation. 2 shots.
The first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he does get the second one, and that ties the game up.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Timeout called the Pacers. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Sabonis' screen on Brown. Oladipo. Yes!
Outstanding concentration from the versatile scoring guard, Victor Oladipo. Big in a big spot.
Now, here's Rozier over Collison. Buries it. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot. That was a big one. You could hear it.
And sometimes the silence of a crowd can speak volumes.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And Boston with the rebound. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. The score knotted at 111. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The Celtics on offense. And here is Rozier. Hayward on the wing. Oh, missed it. Timeout called the Pacers. Oladipo for three. Right between the eyes.
That's the go for your throat mentality on display. Give Oladipo the ball in the clutch, and he's going to give you much.
And the last shot is going to be reviewed. Ruled originally a basket. We'll see if it gets overturned, which would end the game. However, if it is ruled good, we'll be heading to overtime. The officials are confirming the call. The basket does count. And we are heading for overtime. Boy, oh boy, Greg, was that ever close.
Kevin, it really was. I got to admit, I didn't think he got it off in time, but the replay clearly showed the officials had it right. Very fitting that we're going to overtime.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Indianapolis. Well, if you love great competition and neck-and-neck basketball action, this one has been a great one. Overtime number one. Getting going right now.
It's been a nice clean game, huh?
And so off the tip, it's Boston. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for Boston. Filling out the wings, it's Brown and Hayward. Tatum out there with Horford, and it's Irving at the point guard. To the middle. Oladipo misses. The Celtics with the lead. Left side, Irving. That one a little long. Oladipo against Brown. Oladipo, the pass to O'Quinn, and it's good, 2 points. O'Quinn's got it all tied up now for the Pacers.
Great job getting to the right spot on the court. Beautiful passing all the way around.
Irving kicks to Horford. Tatum with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Three-pointer, Hayward, and again, Boston with the triple.
And Tatum is all about doing what's best for the team. Superb as a ball mover in terms of finding his teammates.
Collison dishes to O'Quinn. The drive by Collison, and it's sent back by Irving. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. No good that time, and Indiana will come the other way. The pass to Collison, and it's sent back by Horford. Here's Tatum. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And it's a 5-point Boston lead.
Yeah, he's got it going. Nice to see Tatum finding his rhythm. He's a talented scorer and playing with a lot of confidence.
O'Quinn, the pass to Oladipo. Thaddeus Young on the wing. It's deflected. Brown outside. Hits the front of the rim and out. For Indiana, they've gotten only one of their first 5 shots to drop here in overtime. And stolen by Horford. Outside Tatum. Over Young. And again, it's Boston converting.
And Tatum doesn't let the defense get to him. He's not distracted or bothered. He's got excellent form, stays with his mechanics. Doesn't matter who's defending him.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Just under 2.5 minutes passed here in this overtime. And Oladipo kicks to Bogdanovich. Hayward comes with the double team. Young, a screen on Hayward. Rocket 6. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. It'll be the Celtics off the tip. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. Horford sets a screen for Irving. Brown outside. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And now a 10-point Celtic lead.
Man, they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, I agree with you. Big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
And pushing it up, here's Boston. The shot by Hayward, wide open, and again, Boston with the triple.
And Tatum knows how to find his guys in their spots now. A solid passer at his position.
Brown against Oladipo. Got a hand on it. Overtime basketball, a little under 3.5 minutes into it. On its way from Irving for 2, and all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Boston.
You're right. Not much time left. You know, they couldn't put him away in regulation, but after what we've seen here, a superb performance in overtime, they're managing to get the job done.
Yeah, just an amazing game, and ultimately they were able to just pull away there at the end.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight, Greg. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the player.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Jayson Tatum.
Well, I love the force that he showed on defense, using all of his length to deny shots. He was their anchor tonight.
The Celtics making a switch here. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Horford. Daniel Tice comes in for Tatum. Morris is checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Jaylen Brown.
And, you know, the veteran leadership Darren Collison, D.C., brings to this team is really important. His younger teammates really look up to him and respect him.
Irving passes to Baines. Here's Tice, defended by Young. Tice kicks to Morris. Outside, Smart. Just 3 to shoot. From deep. Tries again. Here's Baines. He's off on that one. Good defensive work there by Young. Outside Collison. Young, a screen on Smart. Now here's McDermott. He's guarded closely. Screened by Young. Off the pick. McDermott can't get it to go.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
Irving with the ball. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Kyrie, we're at an early part of the season, but what did you want to accomplish tonight individually and in the team flow?
We just wanted to come out here and compete, get the win. We wanted to set a standard for ourselves. The most important thing was just coming out here and competing for my teammates and, doing whatever possible to get this win.
And you all did that tonight. Thanks, Kyrie. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.